Welcome to today's lesson. We're going to be talking about what happened to these two riders, why they crashed, and the very important need to have gear. If you're looking for a way to put your phone on the motorcycle, why don't you check out Rockform? Great product. I bought it myself and I use it every single day. Alright, now that we saw what happened, we're going to go over why it happened and how we can prevent it for ourselves. So we have, first and foremost, a really terrible group riding formation. Unsure if these guys are all together. I highly doubt they're all together. We got different people. It looks like a delivery guy up front, and then maybe some tourists on the right. And I'm unsure what the guy with the GoPro is. I don't know if he lives there or not. This is going to be in a different country. But you can also tell that there's going to be no gear. Now, I don't know if you rent a vehicle or rent a motorcycle elsewhere that they just don't offer you any gear, or they just offer you the bare minimum, so possibly a helmet. But if you're going to be doing anything like that, let's go ahead and get some gear. Let's rent some gear. Let's go all out. Get some gear. All the gear all the time. Now, that is something that I truly believe and live by. And I won't even ride a motorcycle without gear because you never know what's going to happen. For an example, I could be the guy in the red bike with the backpack and the black helmet if I'm just, touring around. And we have somebody that comes up from behind and hits my handlebars, which causes me to crash. Now, this is what happened. This person with the scooter, with the passenger with no gear, comes up and hits the person on the red bike on the handlebars. You see how it kind of just throws the guy's hand off. He completely loses control of the bike, falls down, ankle gets smashed underneath the bike. He starts to fall. There goes the hand for him touching the ground. That's going to be road rash. So now that we scrolled back, we're going to talk about the scooter that actually hit them. Now they have zero gear other than a helmet on the rider himself. So we have sandals, we have shorts, and basically just a linen cloth t-shirt. That's not going to offer any protection. So the initial impact is going to really mess up the guy on the red bike, but it's also going to mess up the scooter driver, and it's going to cause him to dump the bike. So you see his feet come down first, her feet come down first, and you're just going to have both of them fall to their side. Okay, we're probably going about, I'm going to assume 25 to 35 miles an hour, and you're going to have massive road rash. And it's not shown during this video, but this woman has massive redness and discoloration all over the left side of her body. So she's not wearing any gear whatsoever. Now they're skidding and sliding across the asphalt. Now you have to think about the asphalt as a piece of sandpaper, a giant piece of sandpaper that we're driving on. So when you fall on it and you start sliding, you actually are ripping flesh and you're ripping pieces of your body off. Also, if we take a note of the helmet that the guy on the front was wearing, you see how it's almost falling off? It almost looks like it wasn't even strapped in. So the fact that he has one piece of gear, it's not even properly used. So guys, if you're going to be wearing any type of gear, make sure it properly fits you and you actually have it secured, okay? So we're going to move forward just a little bit. This is a typical reaction after an accident, is that you're going to have anger. So we're going to keep moving. There's the guy that fell over here. It looks like he didn't slide very much, so it could have been a low-speed accident, but still, impacts are going to cause a lot of issues. The abrasions and the road rash maybe will be minimized by the low speed, but just simply standing and then falling backwards and hitting your head can cause a brain bleed and cause issues. So I'm really concerned about this woman, and I'm concerned about all the impacts that she has. Now this guy, his helmet somehow stayed on, but he's very angry. So this is something that happens quite a bit after any type of collision, is that there's going to be blame put somewhere else. No one likes to take responsibility. But at the end of the day, this is a fight or flight situation. You just got attacked, or at least what you feel like you got attacked. You must fight, okay? Some people will flee, and this guy seems to be fighting and then realizes his loved one is on the ground. But you can see right here on a shirt where the impact is. You see the transfer of road debris onto a shirt. That right there is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing to look at, because you can actually see where you impacted and where the potential road rash could be. This is on the shoulder, on the flank of your body, the latissimus dorsi on the left side, and then also on his iliac crest, which is his pelvis down there. It's ranging all the way across. Now, these are impact zones and abrasion zones. He probably impacted his shoulder. This is why you have shoulder armor. And then he had abrasions to the latissimus dorsi, which is his back, and then his hips right there. So you have hip armor also. And then the whole portion on the back could be prevented, road rash style, if he was wearing full gear. So more than likely, the heat transfer from the ground transferred through his shirt into his skin, which is going to cause it. Maybe, I can't tell because I can't do a full assessment on him, is that maybe he's going to have a level 1 or grade 1 road rash, which is basically a first-degree burn, which is like a sunburn. Very painful. You still have your nerve endings. Second degree is when you start moving some flesh, and then your nerve endings are exposed. And then third degree, oh, you're not going to want to have that. So make sure you guys wear your gear. This was my analysis on a pretty nasty crash here, and if you want me to focus a little bit more on the medical side, let me know in the comments. I do have some experience with the medical field as a 10.5-year veteran firefighter. I would love to share with you some of the things that I have learned throughout my career, and then on top of that, I'm an accident scene management instructor. But let me know. Let me write in the comments, and if you like what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really does help, and it helps the channel quite a bit. And I hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I'll be seeing you around.